Okay, we're working on page 14. You're going to need this guy right here, purple paper. This one. Careful, it's got this picture with the circle in it, the rock cycle. And then this page. And then let me show you how we're going to cut this page out. And then once you do, you're going to come back and pause it. So the first thing you want to do is cut out this part. And so then once you have this all the way cut out, you are going to just cut these into flaps. Again, so once you've got it all the way cut out, so hopefully you can do that. Just don't cut all the way through it, just where there's the dotted line in between the types of rocks. Just like that. And then these guys need to all be cut out, and they're individual ones. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 of them. So make sure that you don't lose any of them. So get all those cut out and head back here and we'll get started. Okay, so we're actually going to do our paper sideways today. So we're going to start with the rock cycle, and you need something to highlight or underline with. But this is very just important as a reference, so you see the color of it when you're looking on like a quiz or a big quiz. So focusing on the 3 types of rocks: igneous, sedimentary, and metamorphic. So these arrows tell us this is how it would go from igneous to sedimentary, how it would go from sedimentary to igneous. So think about where it starts is that end, and where it ends is the arrow. So that's our reference there. And then we've got this one that we're going to do next. So the rock cycle is a series of processes that can change one type of rock into another type of rock. So here we go. We've got sedimentary, and it can go this way. And keep in mind, these can go the other way. This is just one example of a rock cycle, which we should do that. We should cross that off and say a rock cycle. Metamorphic, how that goes to intrusive, and how intrusive might become there. Okay. So I want you to tell me, what is the rock cycle? It says it right there. It literally says it right there. Like, come on. Explain how it works. So I get that that's exactly what the rock cycle is, but I want you to explain in your own words how the rock cycle works. You're going to glue this in here, and just by folding it over like this. Okay? And then last but not least, you need this guy. And the first thing you need to do is put glue just under that dark gray part. So if I can get my glue stick open, since I destroyed my hand. Igneous rock. Be very careful with sharp objects at home. Okay, so what I also like to do before I start sorting, I like to lift up the flaps and kind of draw a line so that, this is super whopper jobbing. That's gonna bother me. That's gonna be annoying. Okay, sorry, that was annoying. And just draw a line here so that I know what I'm putting where and they don't get overlapped. So you'll see when I lift up the whole thing, I know that that's what goes where. And I would even encourage you to write it here so that when you have it flipped up, you make sure that you are putting it in the right place. Okay, let me get these out of the way while we get started. So in order to do that part, you need to have cut out all of these, which I didn't finish cutting them out. But I'm just going to go from the top 3 to start, and you will have to look up the rest, either somewhere else in your notebook or on the Google. So the first one says, created by heat and pressure, which we should know from recently which one of those that is. If we're not sure, let's look at the other 2 that we're also looking at. Created from lava or magma, and created from the sediments of other rocks. Now, 6th grade, if you don't know which one of these is created from the sediments of other rocks, if you don't know if it's igneous, sedimentary, or metamorphic, because the word sediments is right there in the name of one of the words, I'm gonna, yeah, you guessed it, cry. Cry, maybe scream a little bit, and then cry again. Maybe scream, cry. Sedimentary is created from the sediments of other rocks. Put that under there. So we remembered that. Which one of these is created from magma or lava? One of those is similar to the word ignite, like a fire. It needs to be hot. Aha, igneous rock. I agree. Nailed it. It's like I can hear your thoughts. Igneous. So that means that metamorphic must be created by heat and pressure. So you're going to go through the rest of these. And if you can't find the answer in one of the readings or something else in your notebook, I suggest you go to the Google. Go to the Google. Now, let's see. There are going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 4 of them that are igneous that are left. 1, 2, 3 that are sedimentary. And only 2 that are metamorphic left, if that's helpful. So your page, you should have all of these. Don't just glue it in here like this. I'll cry. This is what your completed page should look like. Okay, and just make sure that I can read the number 14, and your picture. Okay, there's page 14.